I'm re-recording this message for quality purposes only. I want to make sure that the algorithm picks up this video and pushes it out as much as possible. I need every person of color, every black person to hear this video, to hear this message, okay? The Trump administration is looking to reinstate segregation for its federal workers, okay? Segregation, to which I literally said in my last video, and I'm going to say it again. Bring back segregation if you want to. Bring it back if you want to. You want to play them games? We can play them games. And like always, go and fact check this. You can find it on ABC News. You can find it on Politico, not political, but politico.com. You can find it on usnews.com and etc. Now, this is coming directly from the article, okay? Let's read. Segregated facilities could make a comeback as Trump's administration lifts discrimination ban on federal contracts. According to a public memo from General Services Administration, the GSA, the federal government will no longer prohibit contractors from having segregated waiting rooms, restaurants, and water fountains in order to secure government contracts. The memo reportedly states when issuing new solicitations or contracts, do not include any of the following provisions or clauses. The prohibition of segregated facilities. This move aligns with President Trump's broader executive order to repel diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives within the government and across the country. Now companies will have more leeway to decide whether or not to have segregated facilities, which include restrooms, restaurants, waiting areas, parking lots, and locker rooms. And like I said in the last video, please don't threaten us with a good time. Please don't threaten us with a good time. Bring back segregation if you want to. Bring back segregation if you want to. Let our black teachers educate our black students. Let our black physicians treat our black patients. Let our black bankers and accountants help manage and help black people better manage their money. Let our black athletes, okay, play for their own black teams. All right, let our black people represent us in the Olympic Games. Bring it back all the way. Don't make it just a federal thing. Don't make it just a federal thing. Bring it back nationwide. Bring it back nationwide, because I promise you the black people of today are not the black people of back then. We didn't know any better. Now that we know what your spaces looks like, we don't give a fuck about being included in your spaces. How about that? This is not the game that you want to play. This is not the game that you want to play. I promise you, the black community, you see how we're thriving right now, just minding our business? We're not even doing anything. We're just minding our business. We all collectively said we're not coming outside for any of you people, and we're good. My bank account is thriving. I know a lot of other black people whose bank accounts is thriving right now. I promise you, bring back segregation. And you know what? I'm going to even call your bluff. Bring back segregation for federal workers, and you don't even have to make an announcement about it being nationwide. We'll do it for you. We will do it for you. We will move in accordance to what you've started. I promise you that. Let it be let it be federal. Let any of our black federal workers be like, yeah, so they've officially started segregation. Word? We bringing that shit on the outside too. We bringing that on the outside too. We have black-owned restaurants. We have black-owned businesses. All we need is to get our Black Wall Street up and running again. And this time, we dare y'all to try to burn that shit down. Blood will be shed, baby. Blood will be shed, I promise you. So go ahead. Go ahead. Play if you want to. I'm telling you, outside of all the atrocities that Donald Trump will commit within these next 4 years, one of the things he will be accredited for is finally uniting all black people. All black people. I promise you that. I promise you that. Bring it all the way the fuck back. Let us go back in history. We have been separating our black dollars from you. Please, we would love to be able to separate our talent too. We would love to be able to separate our talent too. Let's see who really is the superior race.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome to the channel. Every time segregation or separation gets mentioned, white America reacts with panic, anger or outrage. But black Americans, they are not scared, and the difference in reaction is what this video is really about. because fear tells you who has something to lose. So before I say too much, I want us to watch a few clips together. I want you to hear directly from people who are impacted, from community voices and those reacting in real time. Let's get into it. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
How do you feel about the segregation ban?
I would rather shit in my hands and clap as hard as I can. Segregation? No.
You know what I think is a little bit funny is people who look like me, they understand the concept of malicious compliance as it relates to things that they can wrap their head around, right? Like a Christian wanting to put a Bible in a classroom, they can very easily be like, oh, well, if we're bringing religion into schools, then I'm going to bring my satanic Bible in, or I'm going to bring my Torah in, because if we're including Christianity, we have to include all religion, right? They understand that form of malicious compliance, but they have a harder time wrapping their brain around malicious compliance as it relates to like racial segregation, because I've seen a lot of Black people that I follow being like either jokingly or non-jokingly like, yeah, segregation's coming back, baby. I can't wait until I have like a Black only school where my children won't experience racism and I can open up my own Black only bar and no one will feel creeped out or experience like microaggressions while they're just trying to have fun. And then I hope well-meaning white people in the comments will be like, but segregation's bad, guys. Segregation's bad. And it's like, yeah, we all agree that, but if it's going to happen, then the form of malicious compliance is to do the thing that racists don't want you to do, which is own your shit, right? Segregation has never been about racist people just wanting Black people and other non-white people away from them. Segregation has always been about saying white people have everything and you have nothing. That's why you have things like the Tulsa City Massacre, okay? Things like that don't happen if the only thing segregation is trying to accomplish is putting Black people somewhere else. That's never been what segregation is about. Segregation is about saying, we have access to everything, you have access to nothing. And if you create your own things, we will take it from you. And so it's funny, the joke is that racist white people demanding a return for segregation would immediately lose their minds when there was a space that they were not allowed into. That's the joke.
How do you feel about the segregation ban?
Well, if I see a whites-only water fountain, I'm going to take a big shit in it. If I see a whites-only taxi cab, I'm going to be charged with a whites-only restaurant. I'm going to be charged with... I hope this is what Trump had in...
Trump just brought back segregation. That's all that's on my FYP today. Be so for real right now. We are in 2025. Just stop with that freaking narrative. Just stop already. What's even worse is the amount of people that I'm seeing commenting that are like, yeah, good. I hope he brings it back. And most of those people do not look like me. Yeah, so I don't know why you would want that. Sounds pretty damn hateful to me. He did not bring back segregation. What he did is try to protect women and children in bathrooms. I don't see where that's a problem. I would prefer to not have to worry about being in a restroom with a man walking in. Just a thought. I do have a daughter. I'd like to know that she's safe when she's in there. So, yeah. Trump did not bring back segregation. He did not bring back racial segregation for those in the back.
I'm on social media and all of a sudden I see a plethora of Black people and some leftist white people talking about Trump is bringing back segregation. Trump has made segregation legal. You know, I'm going to talk to the people that genuinely is concerned. I'm going to talk to y'all. The other people, I'm not talking to you because in your brain, Trump is racist and you don't want to hear anything we have to say. So I'm not talking to y'all. So keep scrolling. So there's this thing called the FAR clause, which stands for Federal Acquisition Regulation, which is basically just a bunch of clauses meant to protect equality and make sure that federal contractors aren't being discriminated against. Now, there's a section of the FAR clause known as the Prohibition of Segregated Facilities, which basically protects federal contractors from being discriminated against when it comes to public facilities. Trump administration took that out. Now, here is where misinformation flies. By removing this from the FAR clause, this does not bring back segregation. And I want y'all to really think. If they wanted to bring back segregation, wouldn't they try to implement this everywhere? Well, there are two major reasons that I can comprehend of the Trump administration removing this from the FAR clause. That is, one, we no longer need that implemented in federal contracts because we are protected from segregation in the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So God forbid a worker was experiencing discrimination within the workplace, they could file a lawsuit under the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The second reason that the Trump administration most likely took this out is because this is a further rollback of DEI. By removing this piece from the FAR clause, you remove a sector of the federal bureaucracy. Remember, their goal is to reduce the size of government spending and the federal bureaucracy. We are trying to get rid of things that are not.
So Trump bringing back segregation, we don't give a fuck. We don't know. Trump has basically passed a law where now contractors can say this is the white only fountain, this is the black only fountain, at colored fountain. This is the colored bathroom. This is the white only bathroom. Now, I know they finna have a field day with this in the South immediately. I'm in the Midwest, so we might not see that too soon just yet, but I'm sure it's going to come. But I just want to be the one to first. Let me talk to my black people real quick. Black people, we don't give a fuck still. And I want to talk to y'all real quick because, see, when they decide to bring back whites only, colors only, all of that, I'm going to tell y'all this. One thing we need to do is make sure we turn our shit up. We need to get our shit in order. We need to make sure that we are supporting black-only businesses. We are making it a necessity to make sure when they do bring this shit back, you see who want to play this game and make sure you play that shit better than them. We're the reason why a lot of these motherfucking corporations are even functioning. So to think that they want us to react so bad, like we are trying to learn motherfucking where them fans at, and here y'all come trying to tell us what motherfucking water fountain we need to be drinking out of. Like, Trump, please find something else to fucking do. If you think this is gonna get us in the street, I'm gonna have to tell me how. Come in real quick. It's not going to work, okay? If anything, this is the best thing that has happened yet, because I would love to go to a color-only bathroom, a color-only water fountain, because I'll just be 100 with y'all. Some of y'all nasty as fuck. So to say that we are finna go back into segregation, like what y'all gonna do when we lit as fuck over here and y'all born as fuck over there? Y'all don't know what we doing. Y'all ain't doing shit. So to segregate anything is just the craziest shit ever, but I'm not surprised. We're not about to use this as a situation to make us feel like, oh, we're scared. Well, no. Protect yourself. Get your family in order. Black people, get your family in order. Start to really be more mindful of the money you're spending. Invest your money, because the only thing they got up on us right now is knowing how money works. Knowing how to invest that money to make that money make money for them. We need to spend our time focused on that. We're not getting in the streets marching. We're going to get in them books and understand credit, understand investments, understand stock, understand how to, we're going to do that. Because eventually what's happening is we got to get on the other side. See, they know how to build businesses and use government money to basically keep themselves afloat. We don't yet. So let's learn that. All that said, to all of the people who are not black and you are like trying to fight for this and you really want to see a change, more power to you. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this: we happy y'all care because we don't give a fuck. And if you a black person that's finding yourself starting to care, please don't. This is your reminder to sit this shit out, because at the end of the day, it don't matter what we do, it don't matter what we say. The only thing they want to do is get us in a position where they can off us and then make it seem like this is the reason why they did A, B, C, D. But we finna just go ahead and learn where the motherfucking fans at and continue to mind our business like we've been doing. Hello, bye.
So Donald Trump just overturned the long-lasting clause that made it illegal for any contractors to segregate a workplace force like a bathroom, break room, or residencies. And I even learned this in real estate school 3 times. What's going on here? Segregation is now legal? Huh. I just need to know how MAGA's gonna respond to this. Y'all are such bum people.
All right, guys, welcome back. I would like to know what you think about the videos you just watched. So white America is afraid of segregation for selfish reasons. Not because segregation was morally wrong all of a sudden, but because separation means losing access to black labor, access to talent, access to black culture, access to black spending power. Segregation only worked for white America when black people were forced to serve, forced to clean, forced to work, and forced to spend without real ownership. That is the fear. It wouldn't be black people locked out of opportunity. It will be black people locking in their money, locking in their skills, locking in their communities, locking in their mental health. And that scares people because modern Black Americans are not the same as 1950s Black Americans. Today, Black people have education, global connection, online businesses, professional skills, cultural influence, and the knowledge of how system works. So when Black people talk about separation now, they are not talking about hate. They are talking about freedom, mental freedom from consistent disrespect, economic freedom from being drained, spiritual freedom from begging systems that were never built for them. And let's be honest, Black people already support each other. Hair, food, music, fashion, media, church. The difference now is people saying, why not do this on purpose? Why not do this strategically? And that is why white panic kicks in. Because separation means Black people over explaining themselves. Stop over performing. Stop over giving. It means wealth stays home. And that is the real threat. So when Donald Trump talks about segregation, he thinks it is a threat. But for a lot of Black people, it sounds like clarity because separation without oppression isn't punishment, it's peace. And maybe the reason some people are so afraid of Black independence is because they know exactly how much they depend on Black people all along. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in my next video. Bye bye.